Hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you all are doing amazing. If you're new here, hello, welcome to my channel. I'm the Intuitive Rose, nice to meet you. If you're not new here, hello and welcome back. I'm so happy you joined me again today. So today, y'all, we're going to do another pick a card reading on this topic. So feel free to choose between pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. All right. And if you feel drawn to, feel free to choose more than one. That's again only if you feel drawn to. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Let's begin. All right. So if you chose pile 1, this is your reading, pile 1. So let's see what surprises people about you. All right, do keep in mind that this reading will have 2 parts to it. The first part is the part that you're listening to now, and then the second part will be available on Patreon. All right. Someone could have recently taken a picture and sent it to someone randomly. Okay, people were surprised that you did that. Okay, I'm not getting it's a bad picture. It's more so like something that they may have wanted but didn't ask, and you sent it to them without knowing that they wanted it. Does that make sense? So yeah, this is what's surprising people. It's almost like you intuitively know things before they even know things as well. Okay, and it's like you give people what they want before they even ask, or sometimes people feel like they don't even have to ask you. Okay, we got the Ace of Wands here, so there's definitely some sort of new energy that you bring to people, and this is what's surprising people. Okay, when you share the things that you're starting or the things that you're interested in, you're thinking about doing, thinking about buying, people are surprised that you haven't already. Yeah, it's almost as if, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to start or buy is below your pay grade or something. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are surprised to see you also tolerating something that you do not need to be tolerating. Okay. A lot of people actually view you as someone that has high standards, or you should have high standards because your worth is up there. Okay. With this Ace of Wands, this tells me too that you're someone very creative. You're someone that starts your own, projects. You are probably the one who creates, edits, records, buys, cooks, makes, paints, creates. It's really you're the one that does everything. Okay. Yeah. You're the one that does everything. All right. And people are surprised to see that you're not getting more for what you're doing, or you are still at some sort of level. I don't know. This is giving you are, again, like out there. Okay. Out there and above. Okay. There's something that you do too that people feel like you're very advanced at, but your pay doesn't show that. Okay, that's what's surprising people. That's probably what I'm getting with the tolerating. So for some of you guys, you could work for a company that does not pay you well, but you do a heck of a good job there. Okay, this is what is surprising people. Okay, if this is something that you do, people are surprised to hear like you don't get more than what you deserve. Okay, there's definitely an energy too that people feel like you deserve more than what you're getting. That's what's surprising people. Like, what? They only got 1 like on this. This is something that deserves 1,000. That's what I'm getting here. People really can tell the energy that you bring to the table. All right, and this creative energy too comes off as very inspiring to other people. Okay, people talk to you and then all of a sudden they feel drawn to start something. That's that Ace of Wands. Like, you inspire new beginnings to people. Okay, you give people the drive, the ambition. We got the Lovers card. You literally give them that fuel. Like, you know what, I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna start something today. And that's the energy that you give to people. Okay, you really spread your positivity, pile 1, and this is what surprises people, because people know that the only reason why they started something, the only reason why they created something, the only reason why they brought this item is because of you. You were the inspiration behind it. You were the muse behind it. Okay, there's definitely a message too about you leveling up, or you are deserving of a level up. Yeah, we also got the Lovers here, you guys. So people may also be surprised that you are single, or you are refraining from certain activities. Okay, so this could even be, when you're out with your partner, you don't do PDA, or this could be you guys are not intimate, like you guys are getting to know each other. So maybe this could even be you court. Okay, that could be another thing. Like, that's giving old school, right? So yeah, when people are surprised to see that you're someone that patiently waits when it comes towards love, whether you're the one waiting for your partner or your partner is waiting for you. Okay, it all depends. But yeah, the Lovers and the Ace of Wands kind of gives temptations too. All right. Some of you guys, we were surprised to hear that you and your partner are waiting till marriage. All right. Yeah, you also give the impression that you are someone who will be like the ideal partner. So yeah, if you are single, people are definitely surprised. Yeah, how are you single? How are you single? Okay, especially with your creative energy, it just gives a lot of people like you. A lot of people look at you and they potentially develop crushes on you. Okay, that's the Ace of Wands, and it's really because you provide them this energy that they never felt before. All of a sudden, someone may have been depressed or, didn't know what to do with themselves. Then after a conversation or after a moment or a session with you, all of a sudden they feel like they love life again. Like they can do something. They can create this. They can move forward. They can move on. All right. So you definitely are people's reasoning behind a lot. And this is what's surprising people because, yeah, the Nine of Wands. People almost feel like they have to hide that they have this crush on you, or they think of you in this high sense. Okay, yeah, the Nine of Wands, it's like they don't want to come off to, I don't know if this is like, this can even be just fearing your rejection, or them knowing that you guys are not meant to be together in that way, in that form. Okay, yeah, this is what's surprising people. Like, how are we just meant to be friends, or how haven't we dated yet, or how haven't we like taken things to the next step? Yeah, so in a way, you may actually be the one that creates patience. Okay, you help your partner, or you help the person you're talking to have patience. All right, yeah, it's definitely with that Nine of Wands, that's giving waiting game here. Okay, yeah, and Four of Wands is Four of Wands in reverse. So you may also live in a separate household too than your partner. All right, it's something like this here. Okay, yeah, your potential love interest feels like they will have to wait a long time to get you to commit to them. Not saying that you're not someone that's committal. It's more so that you are someone that likes to get to know someone through their seasons, in and out. Literally, before the intimacy can start, you have to know them in other ways, in other aspects. That's what surprises people about you. All right, so we're going to jump to part 2 of your readings. So if this is resonating with you, Pile 1, come on over to Patreon or YouTube membership. All right, so if you chose Pile 2, this is your reading, Pile 2. So let's see what surprises people about you. All right, do keep in mind that this reading will have 2 parts to it. The first part is the part that you're listening to now, and then the second part will be available on Patreon or YouTube membership. All right, so we got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, some of you guys, you are young. All right, if you are talking to someone, they are surprised about your age. Okay, Page of Pentacles, this can even be the fact that you have a lot of money and you are young. Okay, you made something of yourself, or you're in the process of making something of yourself. Okay, yeah, the Page of Pentacles makes me feel like you entering a new bracket. Okay, like, oh wow, you can afford this. Okay, especially, yeah, it's making me think of you going to a dealership and you're like, oh, I want that Tesla right there, that new model that just came out. Oh, you can afford that? I didn't ask that. I want that one. I want that Tesla. Okay, it's like people are like low key surprised. How can you afford that? Okay, how can you get that? All right, what's surprising people is definitely something with your finances here. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups in reverse. We got the Hermit in reverse. Someone's not okay. I'm not following. What? How are you doing this? How are you getting things done like this? Okay, that seems to be the energy around you. We got Six of Cups in the back of the deck. Okay, people are surprised to also hear about you doing something alone. Okay, whether this was just watching a video, whether this was just, someone gave you advice over a phone, emailed it, or you read a paper, you read a book, and all of a sudden you got the answer, you got the inspiration to go after something, and it worked out for you. I'm hearing something about a success story here. Okay, so Pile 2, what's surprising people is definitely your success. Absolutely. It's interesting because the Page of Pentacles is here, and that's the energy that I'm getting. So it has to do with you not looking like the money you make. Or I'm not trying to say there's a look to that. I'm not trying to say that, but there is definitely something about you don't look like you can afford that. Okay, or how can you afford this? How can you do this by yourself? All right, the Hermit in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse is giving you don't have help. Okay, you're doing something alone, and that's well known. Okay, it's no secret that Pile 2 is doing this by themselves, or Pile 2 has been doing this all alone. Okay, yeah. And you want to know what I'm also getting, Pile 2? I feel like you gotten yourself out of a bad habit, whether this is addictions, okay, a bad connection, say this was a toxic marriage, anything, okay? It's like you cut ties, okay? I see this here, and it's interesting too because this is the only image that kind of gives dark, hold on, I had to sit with myself. I had to sit with them demons and fight them, literally, okay? And it's interesting too because this person's a cop. So, Pile 2, you could have definitely had moments where you may have been in trouble with the law. Or this was even, working on getting something legalized, okay? That can even be another thing. I feel like you have a brand, you have a business. If not, you're in the process of doing something, okay? But people are just surprised because you're all alone. Okay, I'm hearing that donkey song. I'm all alone, no one beside me. That song when I think he was outside. I don't know. I think when Shrek kicked him out or something like this here. I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah, Shrek could even be relevant, you guys. Okay, so there's definitely a message about you just living on your own, okay, doing something on your own, connecting with yourself more. I see this here, Pile 2. You have definitely gotten yourself out of a dark space. I see that. And honestly, looking at this image here, you can see that the sun is coming out, the lower left side of him, the sun's coming out. You could definitely be getting finer in silence. Okay, I like this. You're working on your body, not posting. Okay, you're eating right. I see this here. Okay, or this could even be a plan. Okay, what's surprising people is definitely some sort of game plan that you've been working on, and you've been working on it very well. This could even be consistently. All right, okay, someone's starting to notice all right, you haven't given up. All right, oh wow, I haven't even, had to tell Pile 2 to do this. Pile 2 was already on it, okay? I do feel like your energy has also been a lot more cheery lately. I know that's what? Looking at this image, but that can even be another thing, Pile 2. I feel like you're starting to come around a lot more, okay? You're definitely starting to be more vulnerable, or you're trying your best to open up the best way you can. There's definitely some wounds that you have been working on in private. I see this here, Pile 2. All right, people are surprised to hear that you are doing so much better, all right, mentally as well. I get that a lot with the Hermit in reverse. Sometimes the Hermit does remind me of a mental card, having to go within and really be by yourself and be alone or be without sometimes. Okay, so it's you had to face something, and what's surprising people is that you faced it. Okay, you're facing it, or you're at least at the end stages of facing it, okay? But either way, it's like your diligence, you're a lot more disciplined, okay? This can even be with the Queen of Cups, you know, you're working on becoming more emotionally available. I see this here, like you could be trying to learn how to express yourself in ways that you never have done before, or maybe ways that you never have felt safe to do so. All right, there's definitely some tough decisions that you have had to make, some tough situations that you have had to walk through and get yourself out of. And this is what's surprising people, because you are, it's like, stronger now. You are a whole different build now, okay? You're a whole different person, okay? So yeah, you walked into something that was, you know, you had a low chance of surviving, but you walked out of it better than ever, okay? That's what's surprising people. Something's working out for you, okay? And I feel like this is definitely a pile that had people praying for your downfall. Absolutely. And it turns out that was just not the case. Like, you were not destined for that. That was not supposed to go that way. Yes, you had to find yourself, and you found something. All right, some of you guys, you could definitely be a lot closer to God, a lot closer to yourself as well. I'm even getting a message about you connecting more to your inner child too. All right, you may be realizing with the Queen of Cups in reverse, like some things that mom did were not okay. Some things that mom said were not okay. Or there can even be healing some sort of feminine wound. I don't know. Take it how it may resonate. But yeah, we're going to jump to part 2 of your reading. So if this is resonating with you, pile 2, come on over to Patreon or YouTube membership. Okay. All right. So if you chose pile 3, this is your reading, pile 3. So let's see what surprises people about you. All right. Do keep in mind that this reading will have 2 parts to it. The first part is the part that you're listening to now. And then the second part will be available on Patreon or YouTube membership. All right. So let's see for pile 3, what surprises people? We got the 7 of Wands and the King of Cups. Angel number 888 or 777, 78, 87 can also be relevant. But I'm getting a message about you having to stand up to a father figure, stand up to a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This can even be a Leo, Aquarius, or again, Pisces. Yeah, I'm seeing something about this here. Having to set a boundary and make it very clear. All right, what's surprising people is that you didn't give them a chance to misunderstand you. Okay, it's like, oh, you're confused? Here, let me show you what's going to happen here. Okay, but I feel like something was delivered harshly. Okay, it was delivered harshly. I don't know. 7 of Wands, I feel like you had to make something very clear to someone, and you may have definitely put someone in their feelings. Absolutely. What surprises people about you is that you're someone that you could really cause people to break down. You can cause people to, I don't know. It's almost like this is hiding, though. The King of Cups, like hiding the fact that she just hurt me, or hiding the fact that he just hurt me by saying this message, or by sending this message, or by calling me and stating this. But I almost feel like 7 of Wands energy is like you had to do something because this person was taking advantage of you, or they were disrespecting you. They were, not understanding that this is not okay. It's something like this here. Okay, the way they were treating you was not okay. And I feel like you had enough of it. And what's surprising people about you is how you reacted, all right, this time around. Because that 7 of Wands makes me think of you having to stay cool and calm for a long time. It's like, all right, we're at 7 of Wands here. It's like you had so many chances to understand that I don't like that, or that's rude, that's mean. I don't want that. Something like this here. You gave someone multiple chances to correct themselves. All right. You may have even thought it was you at one point. Like, am I crazy? Am I over exaggerating? Am I too sensitive? All right. But that's not the case. What's surprising people is that you have awoken to this ability of yours. You realize, like, you know what? I'm the one that grants access to people. I'm the one that can cut you off. I'm the one that, can choose to end this, okay? Something like this here. You're not tolerating something, all right? Not anymore. And this has to do with a person in your life. For some of you guys, this could even be an environment, okay? People are surprised about how you're so quick to show up to a place where maybe, you know, other people will feel embarrassed to show up. I don't know, something like this here. I don't know if you say you quit your job and you showed up because, say, you're, you know, this ex-coworker of yours is having a bad day or a birthday. It's like you still show up like, hey, everyone. It's like, what? Why is Pod 3 here? They don't work here no more. Okay? It's something like this here. People were surprised that you just show your face like, I don't know. It's surprising people because maybe they were talking about you and maybe you knew that, or maybe you don't care. There's definitely this energy of I don't care anymore. And if you test that, you're going to find out. All right. The 7 of Wands, the King of Cups, you deliver something very harshly. Okay. You can even punch really hard or you hit hard, something like this. King of Cups makes me feel like you done made somebody cry, physically cry. Okay, I'm not getting that you are being aggressive. It's more so people may be bullying you or they are disrespecting you and you're tired of the crap. So it's like, let me show you that I'm done. Like, I'm done with this. All right. You're standing your ground and you are doing it confidently. Okay. Some of you guys, you may have came from pile 1. All right. But the 7 of Wands can even talk about you being in a position where you can now do this. All right. And maybe this is even a headspace. Okay. Like, you know what? I realized I'm the one that's allowing this to happen because I'm still answering their messages. I'm still answering their calls, or I'm still speaking to them. So it's like you realize how you have more control, you have more power. And because you realize that, you are starting to, you know, cut people off. Okay. You're blocking people, sending them the voicemail, not giving them a chance to access you. Okay. What's surprising people too is how you remain calm during tough situations. Like, someone could really be coming at you, getting smart to you, but it's like, okay, you can say all you want as long as you don't touch me. That's what that 7 of Wands is giving. Like, okay, you can say whatever you want. I don't really care. Pile 3, people are surprised about how you're able to keep your cool, keep yourself like calm, you know, I don't know. This is what this is given. Someone may have definitely tried to test your patience, but they may have forgotten you learned so many things by having patience. That was one of your biggest lessons. All right. That King of Cups just sitting like laughing. All right. Some of you guys, this could definitely have to do with a male figure in your life. Okay. What's surprising people is that you moved on. You're moving on. Okay. Someone is surprised that they can't, you know, get on your good graces anymore. It's not like that. All right. Yeah. It's like you woke up to your strength, your power, and you're standing firmly on it. Yeah. We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So someone could also be surprised that you don't need them anymore. All right. You're making something manage. You're making something work. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe these people were at one point your source. Okay. Whether this was you were living with them, you depended on them. Okay. It's something about you being okay with breaking away from that. Like, you know what? This is not worth my mental health. This is not worth me, having to deal with this. It's something just wasn't worth it, Pile 3. And this is what's surprising people is that you are moving on regardless of the consequences. Okay. Regardless of if you have to work a little extra, regardless of if you have to do something on your own this time. Okay. Yeah. It's like you made yourself very clear. You made a point very, very clear to someone. That's what's surprising people about you. Yeah. So we're going to jump to part 2 of your reading. So if this is resonating with you, Pile 3, come on over to Patreon or YouTube membership. Okay.